Hello everybody, my name is Mark Anderson and I'm making this video just to welcome you to the MAFT 1112 Introduction to Manufacturing and Safety course. As you know, with this COVID going on, our campuses are closed for the most part, so we're not having courses on campus. I think we're having labs on campus now to make up for the labs that weren't on campus in the spring. Things are changing with the governor and what he's saying about what's going to happen, with phase 3, phase 4. So for now, with our classes, we're going to be 100% totally online. What we're going to do is we're going to get through the courses, and and I'll explain this shortly, but what we're going to do is we're going to have to go on campus and you're going to have to take your certification test for the Manufacturing Skills Standards Council. So you're going to have to take the certification test for the safety modules, and you're going to have to take the certification test for the quality and measurement course. Both have to be our separate tests, and they have to be proctored or administered by somebody who is an actual MSSC proctor. We went through the training for that. Yes, there's training for that, and we do have several of those trained proctors at KCC in the KCC testing center. So what we're going to do is at the end of the semester, we're going to arrange times for you to go into the testing center for your certification tests, right? So that way you can have it's online, so you're going to be on the computer, but there's going to be a proctor there to help you with everything. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. So you will not need to be on campus for any other reason than to take that certification test for this class or the quality class, which I'm going to do a separate video on. But just to let you know, for the MAFT 1112 and 1222 courses, you will not have to be on campus other than that certification test. Okay, I'm still working on that too. That's not 100% either. Still trying to get that accomplished. So for right now, welcome. I like to do this welcome in person in class, which we typically do on the first day. But I think in lieu of that, I can do a video. I'm in my office in my house, which happens to be my bedroom. That's where I'm sequestered. I have my daughter and her husband living with us. Where they live, his mom is a pulmonary nurse, so they don't want to live there anymore with her being a pulmonary nurse during COVID in the hospital, so they moved in with us. So everybody's working from home, so I'm kind of stuck here in my bedroom. So it is what it is. It works out great. It's quiet. So this is our classroom for the next 8 weeks. Okay. So what I'd like to do is just say welcome. My name is, if you're not familiar with me, my name is Mark Anderson, and I'm the coordinator, or I used to be the coordinator, I'm the director of manufacturing training at KCC. So I'm in charge of the manufacturing program. Right? I created it with the help of KCC about 6 years ago. We didn't have a manufacturing program, now we do. And we have manufacturing, welding, machine tool, industrial maintenance, and twiddle, which happens to be transportation, warehousing, distribution, and logistics. So after you take these first couple courses, typically, if you're on a schedule, take these courses first that you're in now, and then you kind of decide what track you want to be on. I went to KCC as a student, an adult student. I was a union plumber for 15 years until I got hurt on the job. I was hurt pretty bad. Decided that I didn't want to be at home on disability, so I didn't have any education, and so I just decided to go to KCC and get my associate's degree, which I did, and then I went to Olivet and got my bachelor's degree. Got my job at KCC through some people that I met while I was a student. They helped me out. Then I got trained at KCC as a coordinator, and then I got my master's degree at Olivet my first year at KCC, so that was busy. So I got my MBA from Olivet just a couple years ago, and then I'm the director. I have a wife, Marissa, who's also a student at KCC. She's a paraprofessional, so in the teaching program. I have a daughter who's married, and I have a son who just graduated 8th grade and will be going to BBCHS hopefully in the fall. Plays hockey. I'm a hockey dad. I am the manager of his team, so hockey. So that's our life. And that's about it. I mean, what I like to do is, if you ever just want to drop a video, or if you want to email me and tell me your story, I'd really love to know who you are. I mean, typically we do this in the classroom so everybody gets a chance. Not everybody has access to video, so I didn't do like a Zoom or anything like Zoom video or anything like that. But, if you just want to share something, that'd be great. All right, so what I'd like to do is to get you on board with what the class is all about. And I don't know, I know one of the students in class, I've had him before. I don't want to say names, but I've had him before, so he knows what he's doing. And the other couple of the students, I don't know if I've had you in my class before. I apologize. If I have, that's a lot of students over the last 6 years, so I apologize. But what I like to do is kind of like go over what the class is and what's expected of you, what's expected of me, how you get in touch with me. But basically how you do that is by the course syllabus. And the course syllabus is a document that shows what is expected of you, when it's due, and how it's due, and basically it is what it is. That is the class. So there's several ways that you can get that, and one of it, the best way to do it is through Canvas, all right? So Canvas is part of KCC's online program. Now, Canvas is only a little thing on KCC's portal that you can go to visit your classes, and basically my Canvas courses are set up so that way you can get information. You will never, ever, ever, ever have to submit anything through Canvas. I will never, ever do that, okay? Everything that you're going to submit is going to be online through the MSSC and also through email, okay? So just to let you know, we'll go over that in a little bit more detail. So hopefully what I can do is, and I don't want to insult your intelligence, and I'm sorry if you are a current student, you've been through this already before, but I just want to make sure that you know what's going on. And I also, this is probably not the most creative computer stuff here, but what I can do is show you where I'm at, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. I think I can. No. Won't flip. So what we're going to do is, what you do is you go to kcc.edu, and that's KCC's website. And you click on My KCC in the upper right-hand corner, and then you enter your password, okay? And that is your KCC email address, or excuse me, your username is your KCC email address. And then your password is something that you've already done. You've made, typically if you're brand new, it's the first 6 digits of your social, or the last 6 digits of your social security number. And then from there you can change it, okay? So then you go on to the Canvas page, which it'll say, let's see, I'm going to pull up on mine. I apologize. All right. Sorry. Okay. So what we're going to do is go to KCC, go to My KCC, put in, oh, sorry. I'm going to turn you because I have to type. Sorry, this only take a second. Sorry, we're back. All right, so on the right-hand side, it's going to say Canvas. Okay. Click on that, and then you're going to have every course that you're enrolled in will have its own Canvas page. Now, it's up to the professor to actually publish that Canvas page, in other words, make it available to you online. Either way, there is one. Like I said, though, but not every instructor actually uses Canvas. I do, okay? So what you want to do is go to the Intro to Manufacturing and Safety Canvas page, click on that, and you go right to the welcome page, all right? And the welcome page says, welcome to MAFT 1112. I want you to click on the course syllabus. It should pop up on the lower left-hand side of your screen with an arrow pointing up. Click on the arrow pointing up, you go to open, and it should open up on your Word document, okay? So this is everything you need to know. So if you're like, what's going on in the class? This is it. So I'm just going to go over the course syllabus because I have to. That's part of my job, and part as an instructor I have to. So if you want to click on it, hold on a second. I need my go-go juice. Hold on. Thank you. So this is MAFT 1112, the summer of 2020. This course is 2 credit hours. Okay, there's no lab, so you won't be in the lab for this. You can read over the catalog description. Basically, it says what's going to happen with this class and what you're going to be studying. The faculty is me. I'm your instructor, Mark Anderson. 8873, so 815-802. 8873 is my office number, but I'm not my office. My email, so that's the best way to get a hold of me, is manderson@kcc.edu. Email, okay? So even though that, there we go. Oh, here it is. Even though that, email goes to my computer, it also goes onto my phone, okay? So I have KCC on my phone, so I can, as soon as you email, it dings, okay? So please email me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. The office location and office hours. Technically, my office is on the 3rd floor of the main campus in L340. I'm not going to be there unless something changes, but I'm not going to be there. So office hours, so the times that you can come visit me, aren't any. So what we can do is, if you want to meet, face to face, you want to be on video or something like that, we can work out a video, like a Zoom conference or GoToMeeting or something like that, where we can actually have a video conference if you want to do that. Or, because I really don't want to talk on the phone, but we can figure something out, okay? Hours and attendance. Okay, so typically we do have classroom hours, but obviously since we're online, we're not going to have any. But the important part is, I really want you to know this, that I'm holding true to the days, okay? So typically on these courses, we meet on Tuesday and Thursday, okay? So I really want to hold tight to that, all right? We're going to meet every Tuesday and Thursday. How does that look? Well, when you can see as we go further down in the course calendar, everything's due on a Tuesday or due on a Thursday, okay? And also I think that's just the best way to keep us all on track at the same time, so you don't get behind, all right? So we'll get into that in a minute, but we are technically, quote unquote, we do meet virtually online every Tuesday and Thursday, okay? We'll talk about that in a minute when it comes up on the syllabus. You should have a textbook, the High Performance Manufacturing. My laptop is on there right now, so I can't to prop it up, so I can't show it to you, but you should have it. If not, you need it. So go to the book, I would email or call the bookstore, make arrangements to pick that thing up, because you need it. You need it this week, okay? You should be able to recognize the careers available in manufacturing when this class is over with. Recognize a safe manufacturing workplace. Use appropriate protective clothing for the job. Identify unsafe conditions and take corrective actions. Operate hand and power tools in a safe manner. identify industrial gases and know safe handling and practices, and identify agencies that regulate safety in the workplace. That's what we're going to learn. Okay. Now, what's going to happen? Well, until I really explain all this stuff, this really is going to make you a little bit confused, but we'll go over it. So there's going to be some things you're going to be graded on. And the first one is 9 session quizzes following completion of each session. Okay, so online through the Manufacturing Skills Standards Council, you're going to have an online module, and there are basically, actually, I have to make sure. I think there's definitely 9 session quizzes. So there's 9 quizzes. There's going to be 2 quizzes based on the MSSC e-modules and textbook information. Guess what? Those 2 textbook e-module quizzes are technically hard copy, handwritten, in-class tests. We're online, so guess what? You get to do those at home, all right? So I will email you the tests. You email me back the answers. Pretty easy, right? There's going to be so participation attendance is first. So 16 sessions. Why 16? Because there's 8 weeks, and there's going to be participation every Tuesday and Thursday. So 16 times 10 is 160 points. Textbook e-module quizzes, there's 2 of them, so there's 2 take-homes. One's going to be like, it's on the course calendar, but one's like midterm. The other one's kind of like on the end of the class, like the final. So those are worth 400 points apiece for 800 points. There's 9 session quizzes, like I told you, for the MSSC. That's 450 points because they're 50 points apiece. Then the big one is the final exam, and that's your MSSC safety assessment for this class. So that certification test that you have to be proctored at KCC in the testing center, that's the one that you get that certification that you can hang on the wall, and there you go, okay? That's worth 800 points, all right? And that's like we're shooting for July 21st, okay? So that's a Tuesday. But we'll get into that. I still have to figure out how to do that, all right? So that'll be 2210 is the total amount of points, all right? 90, 80, 70, 60 is the grade, A, B, C, D. Attendance policy is kind of weird because we're online, but most of the part is if you do your work, if you correspond via email, you'll get attendance points, okay? If you fall off the face of the earth, I see when you log in and log off on the online MSSC modules. I see your grades from the quizzes. If all of a sudden you drop off the face of the earth for a couple of weeks, of course I'm going to email and make sure you're okay. If I don't hear anything, I hate to do it, but, I'll have to report you as not part of the class, and that might affect your financial aid, WIOA, military, that type of stuff, right? So all that financial stuff. So make sure if something were to happen to you, or you foresee something happening to you, I don't know, but let me know. I'm pretty easygoing, and I understand these things. I have health problems of my own. So if something were to happen, please email me and keep me in the loop. If I don't know what's going on, how am I supposed to excuse you? Okay? Classes begin promptly, not online. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so what's this late policy? So on every MSSC online module, you will have a quiz. The MSSC, ready for this? They allow you to retake that quiz as many times as you want to. What class lets you do that? My class does. If you don't like your grade, you can retake your quiz as many times as you want. The world record, by the way, is 14. Some student did it 14 times. All right. So if you're one of those people, I have to get 100% on everything, because that's what you do. You have to get 100%. Okay, you could take it 14 times if you want. If you have that spare time, go right ahead. What I forgot to tell you is on each one of these certification tests, the MSSC, there's a cutoff score, right? There is no failing. There's no 60% or under. Each one of the tests has a cutoff score, and it's around, this one is 75.5% is that big certification test. That's the cutoff for pass or fail. If you get a 75.4, you fail. Right? So what I'm trying to do is to tell you that on any assignment that you have, try to get an 80% or better. If you constantly get a 68% or a 70%, how are you going to get a 75.5% at the end of the semester? Won't work out very well for you. So if you get a 70, I would say if you get an 80% or less, retake that quiz. Okay? Go back and do the homework again, but retake that quiz. Okay? And we'll go over that in another video. So now we're going to go over to class. So if you open up your course calendar, which is on page 3 of the syllabus, it does say week 1. It shows the video introduction. That's today, Tuesday. And on the right-hand side, it says assignment. So for due for Thursday, 6/4, you're supposed to read. So that says MSSC textbook. And it says you're supposed to read. So start reading chapter 1 of your textbook. Then it says MSSC online. So that's where you go online, your homework online through the MSSC. You have to log in. Remember, I gave you those activation codes, and you have to do all that kind of stuff. So you have to take the pre-quiz, launch the program, and then take the quiz at the end for sequence 1. And that's due on Tuesday, okay? But you have to start it. So every sequence we're going to get into, every sequence for the MSSC has a pre-quiz. Now the pre-quiz, and I'm not going to get into that video, but that pre-quiz you have to do first, then you can launch your homework, and then you have a quiz. So the pre-quiz segments 1 and 2, which is only half the sequence, that's due on Thursday. But then you see on Thursday 6/4, we're going to go over the PowerPoint for chapter 1, and then you have to continue to read for Tuesday 6/9. Continue to read section 2.1 and 2.2 in the textbook. But here's the big one. On Tuesday it says sequence 1 quiz is due, right? You have to finish up segments 3 through 5, and then sequence 1 quiz is due. Okay? That's the first time anything is really due. I want anything that's due, so follow me on this, anything that's due on Tuesday and everything before it, so it's a running list. I don't care if it's on Thursday, if it's due. I don't care about Thursdays. What I really care about are Tuesdays. So everything up until that point on that Tuesday, it is due on Tuesday. Okay? So sequence 1 is due on Tuesday. Make sure you got that done for Tuesday. All you're going to hear is Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. I don't care about Thursdays. It's just kind of, I put Thursday in there so you can keep up and know how to regulate your time and manage it appropriately. Tuesday is what I'm looking for. So Tuesday, sequence 1 quiz. And then you go down to sequence 2 quiz is due on 6/11. Sequence 3 is due 6/18, and so on. It also says that in your Canvas page too, right? Under assignments and grades, you'll see that, okay? All right, so you see the first textbook on Thursday, 6/25. You'll see the textbook E-module quiz number 1. It tells you the E-module sequences 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the textbook chapters. You don't have to read chapter 3. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's all going to be on your take-home, right? So that's due Thursday. I'm going to give it to you probably on Tuesday. I'll give you 2 days to do a take-home test, okay? So that'll be due 6/25 at 11:59 at night. And you can email me back just the answers. And then again, there'll be some instructor notes on the syllabus. Don't worry about that. That's from me, so I don't forget things. The textbook E-module quiz number 2 is actually going to be due on the 21st, which I'm going to send out way before then. And then you bring that in with you to your proctored certification test. So you actually hand me, or you can email me. I really don't care. Either way, I need answers. So you can either email me the answers, or you can hand it to me during our certification, which I will be there, the certification assessment. Okay? We'll talk about that when time comes. And then on the 21st, technically what we're going to hope for is Tuesday, the 7/21, we're going to schedule the safety exam, okay, for the certification test for the MSSC. All right? Student email policies. email me, and only email me through your KCC student email. I can't make that clearer than that. I can't correspond with you if you use your Yahoo or Google. It has to be your student KCC. If you don't use it, you're like, I don't want to. You have to, especially now that we're online and this is all security stuff. And please don't message me through Canvas. Don't do that. So email only through your KCC email student account. And that's basically it. The thing that I want to point out, however, is the very last part of the course syllabus. It says syllabus disclaimer, course syllabus calendar is subject to change. Now that's our way out, basically, as instructors, that if we do need to change something on the course syllabus, that we can change it. All right, and especially with this COVID stuff going on in online classes, we're gonna probably have to change some things. And I'm not gonna do it and freak you out, but I'm gonna give you enough time that if we do have to change something, that we can. Okay. Now I've been over this pretty quickly. It's YouTube, so I can't spend a whole bunch of time on it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Especially when it comes to the course calendar. Everything on Canvas it tells you when it's due. Everything on that course syllabus tells you when things are due. If you have a question, please email me. The big thing about this course is if you have any problems, email me. If I don't know what's going on with you, I can't help you or help you through the class. So please let me know. I'm going to send a second email or a second video out to show you how to access the MSSC modules, online modules, and how to access that, and how to get, how to maneuver your way through it. I'm going to be doing that this afternoon, so that'll be on your Canvas page. I might send a link through your email just to make sure you know what's going on. Other than that, I think that's it. I'm looking at the screen, and I think that's it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at manderson@kcc.edu. Anytime during the class, please just email if you have any questions, okay? Thank you, and have a good day, and be safe.